So this is what over ambition looks like. We have a nice 3100 block with a Fiero water pump, top end. You got the air intake, and you've got cylinder heads, and everything pretty much from the block up is the 1987 2.0. Down is a 99 3100, which, yes, it fits. It does fit, but I say it's a little ambitious because, well, my compression ratio is going to take a poopy, where this car originally had around an 8-to-1, maybe a 9-to-1 compression. It wasn't, high performance by any means, but now it's going to have closer to a 7-to-1, and it's going to run pretty terrible if I do get it running. Now, at first I was okay with this because the idea was we'll boost it. But as we're now into almost a year, as you can tell, there's still no turbo or piping or anything for the turbo. So now the question is, can I just get it to run? Well, no, because the compression ratio is so bad it won't run. So how do I fix that? So enter a 1995 3100. It's got the block, and most importantly the top end. Even the coil packs are all included with the transmission, which I may or may not use. I don't know. We'll see. It's an electronic one, so it might be more trouble than it's worth. But yeah, let's unload it and see what we got. So here she is in all her beauty, I guess. So the engine supposedly has 110,000 miles on it. You've got a block here, but what I'm after is all of this. Again, I don't know if this transmission's gonna be worth it or not to take off and put in the Fiero, because it is computer controlled. You see here, yeah, we got our part number here, Hydromatic. But yeah, we got it. We got the dang thing. We got the dang thing. As much as I'd love to tear into it right now, I can't. It's almost 5 o'clock, which means my amazing wife is going to be off work. And I haven't really hung out with her much because I worked all weekend. So we've got her loaded into the garage. She'll fit for now because it's trash day tomorrow. So I don't have to put both bins in, just one. But tomorrow we're gonna probably do some tearing it down. Definitely gonna take off the transmission, gonna take off the timing cover. That way I can get it to the block, and then we can put the block on the engine stand, and then we can put this massive crane away back in the back. But yeah, right now it's time and room, I guess. So we're in a crunch. All right, so we disconnected the starter, we disconnected all the bolts that connect the torque converter to the block. So it should be just a couple more brackets that we have on the back, and then we'll lower this thing down to the ground, and then we'll take out these mounting bolts, and that should free up the block. Well, the engine block and the transmission are divorced, and I didn't make a mess this time, so that's cool. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get this engine stand here. I'm gonna go ahead and take the flex plate off, I don't need it, and then we're gonna use these holes here to mount in there. Well, we've got all the tension off of the engine hoist. Engine is on, the engine stand. I guess success. So while it's out here, I'm gonna go ahead and take off these brackets because all the brackets I want to use are already in the Fiero. So essentially, I want to strip this down to cylinder heads. Don't have power steering, so I don't need a power steering pump. It looks like I have an AC bracket over here, but obviously no AC compressor. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off, get it down to the bare bones, maybe power wash it, I don't know. So my purpose tool for pulling harmonic balancers doesn't fit the harmonic balancer. So, slide hammer. So yeah, that crankshaft harmonic balancer is on there. So just sprayed some WD-40 on it. I guess we'll let it sit for a little bit, and we will continue to take off brackets and stuff that we don't need while leaving the timing cover on, because, well, can't take it off without taking the harmonic balancer off. So we got the damn thing off. It took a lot. Upon inspection here, you've got the Woodruff key and it's covered as sealant. So when they put this together, they didn't want it coming off. But yeah, trusty old slide hammer and some sacrificial bolts we were able to yank it out. So we now have access to the timing cover. We'll take these bolts out, and then all this will come off, and it will be right down to the block, which is what we want. So I was recording the wrong side, but we have a timing cover off, have our timing chain, which I am very glad I didn't decide to just put this block back in, because as you can see, the chain is a little loose, but not terrible. But yeah, so everything else is good. We did it. All right, so we got all the stuff off that we don't want to use, and then we gave the motor a quick wash down. Literally just used some engine degreaser, foaming spray, and a garden hose, and she's cleaned up all right. Definitely not perfect, but grease isn't everywhere, which means we can probably tear into this thing and go through it, maybe clean it as we go, which is definitely my plan. The even though we're getting rid of the Fiero top end, I still kind of want this to be red, and then I don't know, maybe clean these up a little bit. Definitely want to go through the cylinder heads, make sure, you know, valve train's good, valves are good. I don't know, maybe get a quick test over at the machine shop, verify that these heads are good to run. But seeing how with the spark plugs in, it was a little difficult to rotate, tells me that compression's good, which should mean valves are good. But yeah, so looking at it, it's definitely looking like a winner here. And yeah, so let's get this in the garage and then figure out how to store everything else. All right, so we got the engine in the garage. We got the large crane folded up in the back, and then space isn't too terrible, but yeah, so the plan was to keep this harmonic balancer, but I mean, getting her off, she kind of ate the bid. So unfortunately, I am gonna have to get another one of these, mainly because of this ring right here. The wow, it's so bright in here, but the harmonic balancer in the Fiero doesn't have the teeth for the reluctor wheel that go with the sensor for the crank. This system is a DIS, or distributorless ignition system, so I have to get rid of the distributor, which means I'm going to have to use a crank signal somewhere. So my plan is to do some maybe modifying of the Fiero timing cover, maybe machine a little bit off here and then drill a couple holes so that way we can mount the sensor on it. That way we'll keep the Fiero water pump, which will push and pull, and then we'll only have to change up a little bit, and not actually a lot, because I mean, shoot, this is actually a better connector thermostat housing than the one on the Fiero. The Fiero one's way up here, so we'll just make sure we reseal this guy, and then we'll use this for our thermostat housing.